The very first type of woman you should never have sexual encounter with is a woman who is addicted to toys. When I mean addicted, I mean this is something she cannot do without. Okay, so even after you know fully well that you've pleasured her, you've done enough to get her satisfied, you still find her going back to using toys to pleasure herself. That can be so emotionally draining. That can kill your ego as a man. So you should avoid such women, because they can drain you emotionally, physically, and even financially. Because at that point, you begin to feel like you are competing with a toy. You begin to feel like maybe the toy is better than you. It can be so emotionally draining. So at that point, you begin to feel like she prefers the toy to you. So you want to do everything possible to make sure that you still maintain your place and that the toy doesn't take your place. So like I said, that can be so emotionally draining. It's not something you can it's not something you can just do, because this is a woman that is already addicted to this thing. So you in fact, this is something that she can't do without. So at that point, she will want to get to know more. She will want to get to know if there are new toys, if there's she wants to get to know different ways she can use these things. Like, it's something that she loves so much. So imagine going down with a woman, in the next in a few minutes time you still find her with a toy. Like, you know fully well that you did your best to get her satisfied, but you still find her with something that, you know my god, that can be so emotionally draining. So you should avoid such women. If you know that she is so addicted to toys, if you notice that is something that she uses all the time, she uses it often, just avoid such women, because like I said, they can drain you emotionally. They can make you feel like you are not a man, because they just because of the way they prefer using this, and even glorifying the toys you know more than you. So another thing here is a woman that uses toys. You might not really enjoy that woman, because she might be using toys that are bigger than you, like bigger than your joystick actually. So so it will get um the whole place expand, and you won't really enjoy going down with such a woman. So that's the disadvantage of using toys. Okay, if she's using a bigger toy and then you are not that, of the size, it will definitely not be okay for you anymore. So this is something you should find out before even getting to, especially if it's a woman you want to really be serious with, like if something that you want to take to the next level of getting married to her. These are the things you should find out, because you cannot find out such a thing in marriage. Okay, it's already late. Okay, so you should look into this, know if she is a woman that is addicted to toys, and then so you know what to do at that point. Another type of woman you should never have sexual encounter with is a woman who shows interest in women. Yes, a woman who is interested in women. You always know a woman who likes women. So you should avoid such women, because it's there are chances that they will still leave you. Okay, they will still leave you and still prefer women to you. And if you're not careful, they'll even rub it on your face and making it look like you are not good enough. Okay, so you should avoid women that you know are showing interest in women. Like I said, such a woman can leave you anytime, because maybe she's just using you for a cover up. Okay, she doesn't want people to find out, to know that she is into women. So she'll just prefer to hang around you while she goes to the other woman to enjoy herself and pleasure herself. Okay, so you can't do anything about it. It's something that is in her. You can't change it. She has been doing it for years, so you can't possibly just change it, in a very short time. Or you can't even change it, because it is her. That is who she is. She loves women. Okay, so she just used you as a cover up, and while she's having fun with the other woman, and she might even be starving you, because she's not even attracted to you. She might be starving you and not giving you what you want. She might not even be going down with you, because already she's not attracted to men. She just like women. Okay, so those are the kind of women you should avoid having sexual encounter with. So the next type of woman you should never have sexual encounter with is a woman who is a former sex worker, ex-sex worker. Trust me, I know people change, of course people change, but there are chances that that woman will still go back to her former life. This is a life that she has lived all her life. That's what has been paying her bills. Okay, so at that point, maybe in the long run in the relationship or even marriage, maybe you get broke, things are not going well again. There's a possibility that that woman will find her way back to her former life to still maintain herself and still live her life. Okay, I know someone that got married to a former sex worker. He knew very well. He loved the woman and he knew that this woman is or was into such. So he still went ahead, even when the family was against it, but he still went ahead to marry the woman. So of course they got married and then they had kids. But in the long run, the man got broke in the marriage, things went bad, he lost his job, his business. That woman still went back to the street. She still went back to her former life. She left the kids without looking back. She left the man. The man was the one taking care of the kids. Okay? She left the kids, left the marriage, and went back to the streets. This is something the man was convinced that she's never going back. So there are possibilities, there are chances that a woman who is a former sex worker will always go back to the street, because that's where she has always been. She's used to the street. So if things get bad, she always has a way of fixing things up, because that has always been her way, and she's not afraid of what she has always been doing to fix up her life. So another type of woman you should avoid having sexual encounter with is a woman who have had different sexual encounters, different weird sexual encounters with different men or different things. Okay, such a woman is really, really hard to satisfy. Okay, because you will do so much, you will do a lot, yet she still wants to, she doesn't get satisfied, because she would want you to do what other people have been doing, because probably that's what she's used to. That's the way she gets, pleasured and satisfied. So if you are not able to do it the way she used to do with other people, there are chances that, especially if you want to keep her, that you won't be able to keep her. So you have to, these are things you should find out. There are ways of finding out. These are things you should get to know before getting deep into a woman. So avoid sexual encounter with a woman who has had different weird sexual encounters, because such a woman is really, really hard to keep. Okay, it's really, really hard. It's hard to keep such a woman. So the last type of woman you should never have sexual encounter with on this my list here is a woman who is an addict. You will always know a woman who is an addict, a woman who loves sex, a woman that cannot do without sex, a woman that cannot stay a day, because of course there are women like that. The only time they are free, from having sex is when they are on their period. So after that, trust me, they do it every day, every day, every day. So you trust me, you can't do that. You won't be able to cope with such a woman, because you can't be doing this every day. It's actually, you won't have the strength to do this. So you have to be sure that you are not dealing with an addict. Okay, it's something you should find out. How, who is this person? Okay, how long can you stay without having, without going down with a man? Those are questions you should ask a woman, not just getting on and then starting a relationship and then end up regretting at the day. So avoid a woman who is an addict, because she will stress you, and yet she will not still get satisfied, because this is something she wants every day. She can't do without it. She just love it that way, and it's actually not good for the health. Every day, every day, every day, it's not good for the health. So these are things you should find out. Get to know this woman before you get down with her. So I hope this has really helped. So make sure to like and then subscribe, so you keep enjoying the content on this channel. And I love you. See you in my next video.